Slap from Vinales is close to Morbidelli's. Is he going to be able to, here in this final section, just to nudge Morbidelli down one place and get himself up on the front row? He will see that as absolutely crucial, of course. Across the line for Vinales, he can't do it. He stays in fourth. Bagnaia looks really upset considering he's in second, which would be his best ever MotoGP qualifying.
Yeah, still angry with Oliveira. So Vinales then. Now this is going to be a flying lap. Those tyres now underneath him should be nice and warm. It was a bit loose, wasn't it? Dropping down the hill to La Chapelle.
He's leaving it all out there, Maverick Vinales. That was really, really hot into La Chapelle. Now into turn 7, the front end, saying no. On the exit of turn 7, the rear's kicking out a bit as well. How far away is Vinales this time? Again, on another personal best, but it cannot match Quartararo.
And Quartararo then back out onto the circuit to try and improve on a 1:31.665. No pole, as we said earlier on, since Andalucia. We know what happened there. Poles in the first 2 races in Spain, and he went on to take dominant victories in both. In fact, he's only ever won 4 Grand Prix, Fabio Quartararo, 2 in Jerez and 2 in Catalunya.
This looks like it could be putting that. Oh, he's shaking his head. It's gone wrong. Vinales found time in sector 3, but he's obviously made a mess in the final sector. He shakes his head. That was destiny front row.
And you've got to be so careful as well, haven't you, Steve? Just that slight slowing down, you do risk just the cooling of those tyres.
3 minutes then for Vinales to try and find the front row. It's a good lap coming here from Dovizioso. He's only a 10th down that, and he's coming into sector 3. Now, Dovi has been strong in this 3rd sector. Most Ducatis have been. This could be good enough for Dovi to get himself on the front row.
Needs it big start. Through sector 3 comes then now, through turn 10. How's he getting on? He's up. This could be a pole position for Andrea Dovizioso. He's not had one since Motegi 2018. Now, this would be a shock.
It really would be. It really would be. Coming through then, the last 2 corners. This is not Ducati territory, though.
Not at all. Andrea Dovizioso then. Just 1 corner left for him to negotiate. Is he going lower than a 1:31.665? No, not quite. Close. It was close. 1:31.747 when he was flying, that's for sure.
Brilliant. Brilliant lap from Dovi. He really needed that. What about Morbidelli then? He comes out of the final turn. He was close to track limits there. Across the line, 4:31.8 for Morbidelli. So, Andrea Dovizioso without a front row, as Matt said, for 25 races Austria last year. Maverick Vinales then threatens to get himself on the front row now as well. Nothing going for Quartararo here. Dovi's on another good lap as well. Vinales just in the background is about to come into the final section. Here he is now. Will this challenge Quartararo? Surely a front row for Vinales. He goes in, no, he stays 5th.
Dovi is not done yet at all, not by a long shot. Look at this from Andrea Dovizioso. Here he is then now at Garage Vert, and he'll use the speed and the grunt of that Ducati. On the slingshot now towards turn 9, coming into sector 3 where we know he's been strong all weekend so far. Lap cancelled for Fabio Quartararo. He's still on course for a home pole position.
He needs a 2/10 buffer here, I'd say, Dovi, and it's almost 2/10. This is going to be really close here.
This is going to be very, very tight indeed.
Rossi's not far away from a front row either. There's 0.08 of a second covering him, and Cal Crutchlow's up in sector 2. Here we go then. Dovi, round the last couple of corners. Is this going to be a surprise pole from Andrea Dovizioso?
It would be a surprise for Dovi. What about Cal Crutchlow? Here comes Dovi over the line.
Oh no,
misses out again.
Cal Crutchlow here.
This would be unbelievable. This would be sensational. Crutchlow in the final couple of corners now on course for pole position. Can he do it? The battered and bruised Brit.
Over the line. He's so close at 31.6.
That was unbelievable.
He's smashing it. He's absolutely smashing it here. Is Drama with almost 30 seconds left. He's coming around the last couple of corners. Jack Miller, surely he can't dump 0.3 of a second in the final sector. Here comes the Aussie across the line now. Miller takes pole.
What about Espargaro? Espargaro goes up into 6th place. Petrucci's not out of it as well. Miller on pole, Quartararo second, Crutchlow on the front row. What a performance by the Brit. Vinales has just gone fourth. Dovizioso not done yet again. He's still out there on a flying lap too. Jack Miller can't celebrate pole just yet. And Rossi's coming as well. Can you believe this?
What has Dovi got left? Miller faces an anxious wait. Here comes Dovi into this sector 3. As we said before, a 0.2 of a second buffer is probably what he needs, but he's lost it. He might be able to sneak onto the front row, but it's not going to be pole for Dovi.
What about Rossi? The two Italian veterans, Rossi and Dovizioso, really on a charge. Fabio Quartararo. There's red helmets everywhere on our commentary box screens. Fabio Quartararo trying to snatch back pole position. Don't discount Zarco. You can't rule out Petrucci. It's all kicking off here in France.
Unbelievable. Fifth for Dovi then, to the checkered flag. They thought it was going to be better, but here comes Quartararo. How is he getting on in sector 3? Oh, it's close. This will be really, really close. Here comes Rossi then, across the line. Where do you look? Rossi stays ninth.
So Jack Miller clinging on to pole position. His last one, of course, famously in Argentina, Termas 2018 in those mixed conditions. Here comes the flying Frenchman. Is he flying to the top of the timesheets here in Q2? Quartararo over the line. He does it! A 1:31.315. What a last sector by Quartararo. He's almost a quarter of a second clear of Miller.
And he breaks Cal Crutchlow's heart, who was going to be on the front row. A heroic effort from him. Zarco couldn't manage it either.
What a session. What an unbelievable session. Franco Morbidelli, how long was he on the front row? He's 11th. Rossi was fighting for pole. He's 10th. Incredible. Andrea Dovizioso, we thought minimum looked like he was going to be on the front row. He's at the back of the second row in 6th.
I don't think Dovi will mind that, Matt. 6th place is not bad. No, Danilo Petrucci's back on the front row as well. A brilliant effort from him.
Best since Mugello last year, I think.
Oh, what happened on that day?
Yeah, had a fairly good day, didn't he, at the office, beating Andrea Dovizioso and Marc Marquez. And, of course, he loves Le Mans, as we mentioned. He's going for 3 successive podiums here tomorrow. Well, that pretty much sums up 2020 MotoGP, doesn't it, ladies and gentlemen? More drama, more nail-biting tension. We loved it here in the commentary box.